is your earliest and your oldest memory? What's the first thing you remember in life?
Living on a farm.
Okay, that's a start, living on a farm. And where was your family farm?
Gardena.
Is that here in North Dakota?
It's about 10 miles from Botno.
All right. So you did some running around in that Botno area growing up.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe your family farm? What was it? A one floor? Was there multiple bedrooms or?
The upstairs bedrooms.
Okay.
That's where my bedroom was.
What were your responsibilities? I know farm life, there's a lot of chores, a lot of responsibilities. What were your chores?
Nothing real heavy.
They didn't have you doing any heavy lifting?
No. More or less the chickens and turkeys.
Chickens and turkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for someone who, of course, there's going to be a lot of people, pretty much a lot of the people listening to this who never had a chance to meet your mom and dad. What would you share with somebody who never got to meet them? What would you say about them? What were your mom and dad like?
My dad was very quiet. My mother was more outgoing. She was a teacher.
Oh.
And it's mainly, and they were very loving and supportive. I don't have any bad memories there.
What are some any big highlight memories that you have of your mom or with your mom from a kid when you were a kid or on the farm?
I think just she was helping us learn a lot. Like I said, she was a teacher, and she was very concerned about learning.
Sure.
And
reading and writing and arithmetic.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, do you know how your family originally arrived to North Dakota? Where you guys came from?
Well, I know that my dad had relatives from Germany and my mother from Iceland.
Oh, wow. And did your mom and dad, did they meet here in North Dakota or over here in the United States, or did they know each other before coming here?
No, in the United States.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
About what year do you know?
That I've never even tried to think of that.
Sure. Yeah, and it's always interesting. Some people really they can go pretty far back with that lineage, and it's fascinating to know where we came from.
Well, I know I wrote a lot of stuff down.
Oh, you did?
But I don't have memory of it now.
Sure, and that's okay.
Sorry.
Oh, no, nothing to be sorry about there. Like I said, no, we're not testing you. Just trying to get what you do remember. Yeah. Now, and who were you closest with growing up? Who'd you run around with on the farm there?
A girl named Gladys. She was the minister's daughter. We lived about a half a mile out of Gardena. And as I recall walking across the pasture, and I walked to school a lot, the first place I came to was the minister's house in Gladys, and I was very close to them.
Okay, so that she kind of became your buddy then around
Yeah.
All right, and did you guys walk to school together?
Yeah, well, from there.
From there, right.
Yeah.
How far was your walk to school?
But if I would take it in blocks, from my house a half a mile.
Okay, not too bad then.
No, but once I got to Gladys, it wasn't very far.
So you guys, and was that country school? One room country school?
No,
or
Gardena was a high school.
Okay. And so when you first started school, do you remember going to school when you were young? How'd you do? What kind of a student were you at school?
I was a straight A.
Straight A's, huh? Well, I suppose your mom was a teacher.
I went to 3 years of high school and had all but one credit to graduate. So my parents were moving to Minot then.
Okay.
So I went to Model High School to take one subject and went to Minot State to take business courses.
So that's moving along pretty rapidly, and I want to before you move to Minot, there's just some things I want to make sure we talk about from what some information I got from Gene here about farm life in the 40s and 50s. You were a big part of harvesting chickens. That was a big part of your job duties there.
That is correct.
What was harvesting chickens like? Give us all the details, please. Assume we know nothing about the whole process. Walk us through that.
Well, for one thing, which I didn't like, was wringing their necks.
Ooh. That's a reality of farm life, isn't it?
And then the other thing about hot water and plucking all the feathers, putting the chickens in the hot water.
Okay, so you had to dunk them in the hot water,
Yeah.
which made it easier to pluck the feathers?
Yeah. And
Wow.
then clean the guts out.
Sounds like quite the assembly line.
Yeah. Now you're talking about Gene Anderson?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. He was one of the people who kind of replied and gave us some stories and some information and some stuff about what he knew. And yeah, he was made reference to growing up in that Bottineau area in the 40s and 50s. Sounds like he said it was a pretty fun time. Now, on your farm up there, did you grow up with electricity? Did you have electricity when you were a kid?
We had battery operated.
Battery operated. So like one of those crank batteries or?
No, I just remember having batteries and
Okay.
things hooked up.
Were they like big car batteries or little?
Just kind of normal size.
All right. Like what we would know, like an Energizer battery type thing, everything, lots of batteries like that.
A little better, bigger.
Sure. Okay. Old school stuff. Because this would have been in, what year was this when you were living out up there in Bottineau? That was all through the 30s, 40s?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it was maybe late 40s when you guys moved to Minot?
Let's see, trying to think of, what is it, 17? You gonna do the math? I'm 93 now.
I tell you, math is not my strong suit, Nana. That's the worst thing to ask me to do. Probably just about anything I'd rather do than math. Boy, let me tell you what.
That's when I went to Model and took that one subject. And
Sure. And before you went to Minot State.
Yeah.
Now, up there.
No, I did it all at the same time.
Oh, wow. Okay, you were busy. Now, up there.
They allowed me to do that for some reason, just take that one subject. So I had full amount credits.
Sure.
And then I took.
Yeah, because you got to have the proper number of credits and the right number of credits. Now, up through Bottineau, as you got into high school, what'd you guys do for fun up there?
Basketball.
Oh yeah? Did you shoot hoops?
No, I wasn't very good. No, I would have been a really good acrobat because I was so double jointed.
Oh.
I could just turn myself inside out. But that wasn't offered.
Right, they didn't have that then.
They didn't know.
You probably could have been quite
Yeah.
the gymnast, you're saying.
Yes.
Maybe like a Vegas performer in one of those contortionist shows, huh?
Never know.
With the-
But
so you're
my sister was tall.
okay.
I've always been little. My nickname was Squirt.
Squirt. Who gave you the nickname Squirt?
My family.
All right. So everybody around the family called you Squirt?
Yeah, because I was so little.
Sure. Growing up, did you have a lot of cousins that you ran around with?
Not a lot. No.
Okay. No cousins around really in
Bottineau.
Bottineau.
Yeah.
And what were the big family traditions that you guys kept up with?
Christmas and kind of out of the way it is now.
Okay. Do you remember any early Christmas gifts or birthday gifts you got that were really important to you?
Yes, a ring from my parents. That was it actually was very much like it is now. Christmas, we all got together. And,
Did your family host Christmas at your house and have relatives over, or was there somewhere else that you gathered?
well, when I was young, it was kind of split up, But once that I got married, I did all Christmas.
Okay, you eventually take over the Christmas role eventually.
32 years.
Wow.
And on Christmas Eve night, when everybody leave, I would clean up the table, clean up everything, set the table for Christmas Day. And I had Thanksgiving, and I didn't celebrate Valentine's Day, but all those other holidays I had, and I thought it was really fun.
It is fun. I agree.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
You were a party host then.
Yeah.
So I more than a few people said you've always been quite the great host. Where'd you learn how to be such a good party host?
But my mother mainly, and I enjoyed cooking. I learned from her, and she was a good cook.
Okay, I was just going to ask, was your mom a great cook? And if so, what were your favorite things that she made?
Vinateta.
What is what? Vina whata? What now? You're going to have to break that one down for me, Nana.
Okay, that's a dessert that's many layers, like about 7 or 8, well, as many as you want to make them. And it's a pastry, and then there's a prune filling. That doesn't sound good, but it was good.
You're like, trust me, no, it was good.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you added the brandy.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, brandy's great for cooking for sweets, for sure.
And that made that for many years. In fact, just a few years. But after I had broke my vertebrae, is when I quit making it because it took so much standing.
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
Now, is that a German dish? Is that
Icelandic.
so that's actual, not just Scandinavian, but like Icelandic specific.
Icelandic. Yeah.
Wow.
Vina,
Vinatata.
and now it's Vinateta.
Vinateta.
Oh,
Okay.
that was good.
See, yeah, the English, we're good. Math, not so much. I'd be a great student. And now I heard, but I did hear that you guys did a lot of bouncing around for dancing in the 40s there, up there in Upham and Kramer and Max Bass.
Oh, yeah.
Was that when you were still in high school, or was that not till your older years?
It was the end of high school, towards
The end of high school, in the Botno area still?
Yeah. Botno, Russell. Morris was from Russell, and I was from Gardena.
Okay.
And all that was in between was Kramer.
Oh.
And Gardena was closer to Botno than Russell was.
Now, I heard that you and your sister Coral were pretty regular attendees of all these dances.
Mm-hmm.
Were you a pretty good dancer?
Oh, pretty good.
What kind of dances did you guys do?
Well, actually, just some of the old dances, the waltz and the two-step.
Two-step, waltz,
Even got into jitterbug.
jitterbug.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a favorite musician or a favorite kind of music that you liked listening to growing up?
Oh, yeah. Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby, that was your guy? All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then Elvis.
And then Elvis.
I always wanted to get to Vegas and see Elvis.
Did you ever make it?
Every time we went, he had either just left or whatever. The answer was no. I never did.
Oh, timing just never worked
and
for
we
you.
went a lot. And that's odd. Always
Dang.
missed him. And never should have made a point.
Right. Specifically, just
Yeah.
let me see. Yeah, I gotta see Elvis. Yeah, good
Yeah.
choice. So you definitely you got swept up by that Elvis shaking his hips there in the
Yeah.
50s.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's right. And I love to listen to Bing Crosby.
Sure. Now, growing up in your house, did you guys have a radio that you listened to
Yeah.
pretty regularly?
Yes.
Was there radio shows that you guys tuned into as a family before there was a TV?
Yeah. I was on one time.
What?
Yeah. What's the name of that again? Oh, yeah, it'll come to me, I think. But anyway,
Right.
it was odd because I mentioned I just went to high school 3 years, really, and my teacher was in another state then. And when I was married by the time I was on that show, and I saw him after some years later, and he said, "You were on," got to think of, and he said, "I knew that was you because I recognized your giggle."
Oh, you had a pretty memorable giggle, huh?
Apparently.
So that would be years later that you made it onto that radio
Yeah.
show. Was it just like for interviews, or was it like?
Yeah.
Okay. What
Yeah.
was why were you on there? What brought
They
you
just
on?
picked somebody out of the audience,
Oh, okay.
different people.
Oh, so that was like a live radio show.
Yeah.
Wow. So live audience radio show that was regional here in North Dakota.
Yeah.
And you were in the audience and got pulled in.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah. And I always like to ask about that because when you were growing up, it was a very different time. Obviously, no phones. A lot of houses didn't have TVs yet. And I like to bring back for anybody who's going to listen to this in the future. Most houses only had a radio, and the radio you couldn't always even listen to something all day. There wasn't always necessarily music on
Yeah.
all day. And I know that for a lot of families and for a lot of people, that a certain radio show at a certain time of the day, that was important. That was a big deal. Or you got your news that way, you know. And I found it interesting, the idea of a family gathering around a radio, the way we might
Yeah.
a TV now. Listen to the sports, you know, if you're listening to sports. So now, you know, focusing just a little bit more on high school, did you get involved in any clubs or anything like that in high school?
They
They just didn't really have much of that.
Wasn't offered.
Okay. But you were a good student, straight A's, made mom proud. She was always teaching you. Did your mom teach at your school?
No.
Okay, so she was at a different school.
Yeah. She got. Yeah.
Now, when the story,
Every few people figured I was teacher's pet.
oh, you were a teacher's pet, huh? What was
That's
that
how
like?
I got my. That's why. I babysat for the family.
Okay, so as a teenager, you babysat a lot?
Yeah, not a lot, just for that teacher.
Oh, okay. For one of the teachers, you did.
Yeah,
So was that a paid gig?
yeah.
What do you remember what
His
they
name
paid
was,
you?
His name was Mr. Shear.
That was the teacher.
Yeah,
And how many kids did he have that you babysat?
3.
Were they good?
Yeah,
Yeah. Never had to discipline them.
we just played games.
Just hung out and played games. And
Yeah.
anything else any other memory that really stands out from the farm? Can you just maybe describe how different life was then? Did you have to go to a well to get your water, things
yeah.
like that? Can you give us just any of those details
Yeah.
of the ruggedness of farm life
Did
that people
that.
don't get?
And walked to school a lot, but also rode in not a buggy, but some kind of a thing with wheels,
Like a carriage?
and the horses pulled.
Oh, okay.
Well, horse and buggy.
Horse and buggy.
Yeah.
What about a horse and sleigh in the winter? Did you ever do that?
Sleigh too.
Sleigh too. All right. On your
Like I said, it was just about a half hour.
yeah, not too bad.
No,
How far did you have to go to draw water from your well?
oh, not far at all. Like it was out to that pole.
Okay, so not too bad then.
No.
Not too bad. Now with no refrigeration, people are always. How'd you guys keep your food stored and things like that?
I think just cooked a lot,
Just
small amounts.
constantly cooking. It wasn't stocking up quite as much. Did you guys do canning and things like that?
Oh, yeah. But that,
How about garden? Big garden on the farm?
my parents did that.
Did you have to weed the garden and tend to that quite a bit?
Not
or
a lot, no. No,
any animals on the farm?
just the horses.
Just the horses. So you guys didn't do cows
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
we
the
had
chickens.
cows.
Oh, you did have some cows.
Yeah, yeah.
And what about did Nana have to do cow milking responsibilities?
Some. I wasn't very good at that.
You weren't very good at that, huh? You'd rather. So would you rather do the chicken harvest or milk cows?
Probably milk cows.
Sounds like you might have been better at the chickens, though, huh? Yeah, a lot of responsibilities on that farm to make it tick every
Yeah.
day, and it's always interesting just to make sure we paint that whole picture. You know, was the farm very big? Did you guys have other workers or?
Yes. We had some really nice people work for us. I remember that as I was growing up more. They came from other states to work in North Dakota,
Okay.
and they were very, very, very nice people.
Now, was it up in the Botno area that you met Morris, or
No.
can you give us the story of?
Russell was like said, it was Gardena, Kramer, Russell,
Sure.
and everybody played basketball.
Yep.
So that's how we knew each other. You know?
So you kind of knew each other as acquaintances before you guys ever started dating?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You were kind of hanging out in the same crowd?
Yeah.
What, did he play basketball?
Yeah, oh yeah. He was a good basketball player.
Is that what caught your eye about him?
Probably.
He's out there scoring all the
Yeah,
points.
he
and-
was very good basketball. He was all-state player. And
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys didn't go to school together. You
No.
just eventually kind of connected through these small towns and being in the same places in the same times.
I felt so sorry for him one time.
Uh-oh.
We had been to Botno to a movie, and the next night we were going to go to a dance in, I don't know if Kramer or Russell, where it was. And he comes to the door, and my dad says to him, "Oh, if I was known you were coming back this soon, you could have slept in the barn."
Oh, man.
I mean, and he wasn't doing it as, it sounds terrible. Just playing a joke with me.
Sure.
But I thought, what did he say?
Oh, man. Were you mortified at that? Just
Oh,
like,
yes.
Dad, what are you doing?
I never forgot that. I forget a lot of things, but I never forgot that.
Well, when you've lived as long as you have and you've got all those memories, it's hard to remember it all. Heck, I'm 43. I don't know what I had for lunch yesterday. I mean, come on, it's tough.
Oh,
There's a lot to store up there.
yeah. But now see, I can't think of that one thing I wanted to, but it'll come to me.
Yeah, if it comes back around, you just let me know. So were you like 15, 16 when you started going to these basketball games and you first kind of knew Morris, or about how old were you?
Well, no, went to the basketball games because there was really nothing else to do.
Right.
So,
You had the dances, you had the basketball games.
yeah,
and-
the basketball games we went to earlier in life
right.
than dances because of the,
Now,
age.
did you drive to the dances, or did you get a ride, or
I got it right.
who taught you how to drive?
I think mostly my parents did.
Do you remember what kind of car you learned how to drive on? Was it stick shift or?
I know we had some kind of a Chevy.
All right. That's always fun to hear. Any rough spots in learning how to drive?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I had minor accidents, nothing bad.
Okay. Was that when you were first learning, or just throughout
Yeah.
life you have?
First.
Okay. First learning, you would you hit a tree or a fence post or
A hole.
a hole out in a field or where?
It was in our yard.
Was that during one of your practice runs?
Yeah, yeah,
I suppose practice was done for the day after that.
yeah.
But you made it. You got your license. But do you remember, were you driving a manual transmission stick shift?
Yeah.
Okay. So kids these days wouldn't even know how to do that.
What's that?
I said kids these days wouldn't even know how to drive a
no,
stick
no.
shift. They pretty much don't make those anymore.
No.
So how did it come about when you and Morris began dating? I know you kind of took an interest in him, as you mentioned. You kind of seen him out there playing basketball. Did you guys just start dancing together at the dances, or
Yeah.
was it?
He was a very good dancer.
Oh, so you were a good dancer. He was a
yeah.
good dancer.
Yeah. But we did a lot of dancing.
So did you guys just kind of naturally fall into liking each other, or was there like a formal moment where he was like, "Betty, I really like you," or?
No, we kind of liked each other from the beginning, you know.
Kind of had an early crush on him,
Yeah.
and he was crushing back a little bit.
Yeah, I had a boyfriend at that time from West Hope.
Oh, you did. Okay. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because that was one of the questions that I don't recall if it was a grandkid or a somebody had asked if you had ever dated anybody else before you met Papo.
Mm-hmm.
And so you did have at least the one boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
but then you met Morris, and I was like, whoa,
And then
I like this guy.
moved to Minot that same, you know, time that he was still out of Russell. I was in Minot.
Okay. And that was about like 1948 or so?
See, we got married in 50.
Okay. So you knew him throughout the 40s
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We were going to dances, and
Yeah.
you guys kind of started dating pretty regularly.
Mm-hmm.
But then you had to move away, and he didn't, like, with your family, right?
Yeah. His family stayed at Russell.
Up in Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Your family moved to Minot. Do you know what was the reason your family wanted to move to Minot?
They were retiring from farming.
Okay. They were just ready to be done
yeah.
farming.
Yeah.
And so then did your parents, then they sold the farm, or what happened with the farm?
They sold the farm and lived in Minot until they died.
Okay. So you got a new house here in Minot.
Mm-hmm.
When you found out you were moving and they were selling the farm, how did you feel about that? What was your reaction?
I loved Minot.
You were ready to go to Minot then. Was that like you were a farm girl ready for Bright Lights Big City, or what? Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I liked Minot.
What about your sister? Did she like Minot too? Was the
Yeah.
rest of your family kind of excited for that too?
Well, she was older and already had moved and had a job at the American State Bank.
So she was already here
Yeah.
in Minot.
Mm-hmm.
So had you come down and kind of visited her then before?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so long before you ever moved to Minot, you had visited here, you had been here and
Yeah, oh, yeah.
made some friends.
Mhm.
What was Minot like back then to you? What do you remember what was your first impressions of Minot as a youth coming here?
Well, so different from Gardena, of course. you know.
Sure, yeah.
That, but I always, I never had anything bad to say about Minot.
It was kind of an exciting place to come
Yeah,
to then.
yeah.
Did you guys like go to movies? Was there dances
Mm-hmm.
and stuff happening here? What were the hangouts?
More movies than dances. And stuff.
I know there certainly wasn't a bowling center just
No.
yet. We'll get to that, of course, but not in those early days. No way, right?
We're right now where we are was the farm we had.
So right here at where the bowling center is, when you first moved to Minot was a farm where we are now?
We bought that farm.
Wow. Right here, where we are, where the bowling center is.
Oh,
It's just it's so weird, you know.
a lot of, yeah.
Because you got Don Bassett Motors here and we've got all this. You tell me this was just farmland?
Yes.
It's so weird to think of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you ever noticed when you drive up from that way, there's a Anderson Drive.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. We live.
That's from your family.
Yeah.
Wow. That's you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were always going to build a house there, and that's why when we named the streets, because there was a lot of land here that we
Sure.
were down that way and every direction but that. So when we were going to build on Anderson Drive, never did.
Never quite made it there. So when you came to Minot, how long was it after that Morris came here?
Well,
Because you guys were dating.
we just moved when we got married. When he moved to Minot.
Oh, so you guys kind of had, we'll say, a long distance relationship for a little while there?
Oh yeah,
Did you guys write to each other, call each other? How did you keep in touch?
call and saw each other.
Okay. So
Wasn't
he would drive to
far.
Minot or you would go out there?
Yeah, he'd drive to Minot.
He'd come and stay in Minot. Where would he stay when he came to
Not
Minot?
in the barn.
Well, that was going to be my question. Did he have friends and family here too?
Yes.
So poor guy didn't have to shack up in the barn, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's too funny. As you met Morris and you guys got close, how did you get along with his parents?
Oh, very well.
You did?
And his parents and my parents were best friends.
Oh wow. Were they best friends before you and Morris started dating or they became friends?
Became friends.
Well, that's precious.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool, isn't it? Yeah.
They were they went on trips together and they really enjoyed each other.
That's powerful. That's really, you don't hear that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's always the stereotype of the in-laws not getting along, you know? So I think I'm always surprised when I hear in-laws, no, they became best friends. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That sounds impossible.
Yeah.
Kind of fairy tale is this?
They were best friends and they had great times together.
Okay.
They loved playing cards together.
Big card players. What card game did they play?
Well, I think mostly whist and bridge.
I knew it was going to be whist and bridge, and my third guess would have been pinochle.
Yeah, probably.
Those always seem to be the three big ones. That's the ones that my grandma played. So I never learned. I learned a lot of cards from my grandma, but not those three games. All bunch of the others you could think of.
Yeah.
So similar to how I asked you about your own parents, what would you share about Morris's mom and dad for everybody that didn't get to meet them?
Well, they were just easy people to know and get along with.
Just real laid back, easygoing,
Yeah.
fun loving.
Very nice people.
It's good, and it's always nice. So, and did Morris got along pretty well then with your folks too?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And one thing we always like to ask too, because everybody gets into trouble at least once. What was the biggest trouble you ever got into when you were growing up?
Oh wow.
All right, if you got more than one, we'll take more than one. But, or maybe you were just straight A student, never crossed any lines or caused any troubles.
Well,
Huh?
I can't think of any great big trouble I got into.
No kidding. What about any great big pranks you ever did on anybody, or pranks that were done on you as a kid? Anything like that?
I think my sister used to pull some pranks on me, but
Well, those older siblings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of. I feel like it comes with the territory. If you're an older sibling, once in a while,
yeah.
you gotta pull a little prank on those younger siblings. So, but no trouble or anything like that.
Not anything I
Okay.
can think of right now.
Sure. So when you guys, of course, when you moved here, so what you and Morris, when he came here, did you guys buy this place together right away? Or can you kind of like maybe walk me through the process of you finishing high school and the modeling school, and then Morris coming down and proposing, and can you walk us through the steps of him coming here, getting married, buying, because Gene said you guys bought Uncle Ivan Goheen's dairy farm,
Yeah.
which would be the farm you made reference to. This was, you bought this land
Yeah.
here. But that would, of course, that must have come after you've already been married for a little while.
Yeah, we had, it wasn't very long.
No kidding.
No.
Because you came down in 48, and then you said you got married in 50.
50, yeah.
All right.
My dad helped us buy that farm.
Okay. Now, can you walk me through how did Morris go about his proposal to you? What was the proposal like?
He parked on by Lean's Jewelry
Okay.
and took me in there and bought me a ring.
Here you go. Did he let you pick one out, or did he already have
Yeah.
one picked out for
No,
you?
I picked it out.
Did you know you were going there, or he just pulled up and he was like,
It
"Hey"?
was kind of a surprise, but not really.
Did he do it official? What, down on one knee proposal,
No.
or did he said Betty, we're getting married.
Yeah.
Is that how it went?
Pick the ring out.
Pick your ring out, Betty. I love you. We're getting married. Pretty straightforward package, huh?
Yeah.
So you got a nice ring. That would have been in 1949, 1950, right around there. What was your wedding night like? How was your wedding?
We got married in Minot.
All right.
Yeah. And
Who was your wedding party?
relatives and my good friend. And that was it. It was close friends and relatives.
So who was your maid of honor?
My sister.
Your sister. Okay. And then you had another one of your good friends was one of your bridesmaids?
Mm-hmm.
Who was that?
Vi Germain.
Okay. And then who was Morris's best man?
One of the Glintz boys.
Yeah, sorry if I'm doing trivia on you here, but yeah, always curious. Now, did you guys have a big wedding reception? Lots of people?
A fair amount.
Fair amount? Little
Yeah.
good, was it a good party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different than now,
Different than now. How different? Like what was different? Like, was it live music or more people dance, or what was different than now? When you say that, what are you thinking of?
Well, the difference is probably in the places that were available. They're a lot nicer now.
Sure. Where was your reception held at?
In a hotel.
Just one of the hotels here in town? Is it a hotel that's still here?
No.
No. This is one of their convention rooms that they had.
Yeah.
So nice party, good dance.
Yeah.
Everybody made it. A lot of friends and family came in from out of town. Now, after you guys got married, then were you already living together, or is this about when you bought the farm? Was that at that point?
Yeah.
So
We
then,
bought the farm.
now you said Uncle Ivan Goheen's dairy farm. Who's Uncle Ivan Goheen?
Well, he passed away many years ago. He's Morris's uncle.
Okay, so that was Morris's uncle.
Yeah.
And
Goheens were Morris's mother's family.
and Gene, of course, is Morris's brother.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I would ask, if you know, do you know where Morris's family came from or how they arrived to North Dakota?
No.
No. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, if you did, it would be great to include it. And if you don't, no big deal
I
whatsoever.
probably did it one time.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah.
One of those things.
Hey, look you've probably forgotten more than I'll ever know. So I hear you. So when did you find out? Now you guys get married. You buy the farm. When did the kids become part of the package here? When did you find out you were pregnant?
Oh, let's see. Oh, that's, it was a couple of years. The reason I remember is small towns gossip, you know.
Oh, of course they do.
First thing I heard that was going around was, oh, they had to get married.
Oh.
That's the first thing I heard go.
Oh, they had to get married because that was taboo. You were going to have a child out of wedlock. Oh, no.
And then time went on and then the rumor was I couldn't have kids.
Oh, jeez, Louise. They had to tell the stories about you, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So this is in the early 50s.
Yeah.
Then this would be right in the early 50s.
52.
52. And this is an interesting time, I guess I would point out too, because you're looking at a time when a lot of people coming home from World War II had just come home after the war, whether, all over the United States, of course. Did you feel any impact from that? Did you have any relatives who had to serve during that time?
Not any that had to serve in dangerous places.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
So you went from, she's got to get married because she's pregnant to, she can't have any. How did,
I remember getting a big kick out of hearing those things.
Okay, so I was going to ask, how did you react to that when you knew there was rumors going around about you? Just
I laughed my head off.
right. Don't give them too much time, right? Don't put your energy into the gossip mongers.
Yeah.
But eventually, rumors were put them aside. You did find out you were going to be a mother.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you found out?
Yeah, I guess when I missed a
You
period.
just missed it and went to the doctor. Did you tell Morris like, hey?
Yeah.
Were you guys trying to have kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so you definitely knew you guys both wanted to be parents.
Yeah.
So there was an active effort going on.
Yeah.
So that was good news then, of course. Do you remember how you broke the news to Morris? Did you tell him, hey, I'm late? Or did you make some like special deal about it? Drive him to the doctor like he drove you to the Lean's Jewelry?
Yeah.
Just pull up to the doctor. Hey, guess what, bud?
It wasn't a big surprise.
Yeah, if you're working toward that, then nothing to be surprised about. And your firstborn is Rhonda.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Rhonda. How'd you guys choose the name Rhonda? Was there any reason in particular why you went with Rhonda?
I liked the name. I think it was from Rhonda Fleming. I just liked that name.
Sure, it's the name you heard out there in the world, and so you picked that name.
Yeah, and then Renee was our second child.
Sure. Second born, and how many years after?
5.
5. So a little bit of a stretch there.
Mm-hmm.
How did life change for you as a parent when you became a parent? Walk us through that. Walk us through some of those. What did you have? Was it a hard labor?
Yes.
It was with Rhonda.
Yeah, it was Rhonda. I was a blood pressure case.
Oh, obviously everything worked out in the end, but tough labor.
Yeah. The only visitors I could have was Morris and the minister.
Oh wow, so that's really tough then.
Yeah.
And then you get to bring Rhonda home to the house here, right? Which was the farm. Mm-hmm. Were you working at the time? Stay-at-home mom? What was Morris doing for work at this time?
Oh, he had so much farmland that...
So he was full-time farming.
And I was cooking and driving meals out to be farm hands, and we sometimes had 5 farm hands sleeping in our house.
Oh boy, sounds crowded. You're shaking your head over here. You're rolling your eyes and shaking your head.
I can't figure out how I did that, but
and you
I did.
You had to keep them all fed.
Yeah, yeah.
Is what you're saying. So that was a lot of cooking for you.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff did you make to keep these hardworking farm guys fed?
Depend upon how far away they were.
Oh, sure.
If I could get by with sandwiches and some salads and stuff. If I could pile them all in the house and make hot meals. That's that.
Yeah, that's a big upkeep. I mean, a bunch of hardworking farm guys. You gotta keep them all fed all the time. So that was a lot. So you're all through the 50s. Morris is working his tail off.
Yeah.
You're working your tail off, cooking, raising Rhonda, keeping busy. Did you guys still have a good personal life? You get out and have fun together. Who babysat the kid for you?
Yeah. My sister was in town, and
so you guys still got to do date
people,
nights and stuff. Get out and dance every once in a while.
Once in a while. There was getting back to the farmhands. Some of them, you just kind of cringed.
Were they stinky, or what do you mean?
They just didn't look too. Somebody you want to be around.
They were just
around you.
A little rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Like scary, or just
some were kind of scary looking and things they did and stuff.
What kind of things did they do?
Well,
they party hard or do drugs or?
They just weren't too nice to have around.
Oh.
Anyway, the story on that one is this only time I felt really, really safe when they were all around and Morris wasn't home and stuff was when this one guy was there. And I felt so safe. He's the one that ended up in prison.
Oh, my goodness gracious. So the one that made you feel most comfortable is the one that ended up in prison. Wow.
And,
what did he go to prison for?
I think
like
it was
assault
robbery.
Or something? Robbery.
And it wasn't any assaulting thing.
Just stole some stuff?
Yeah. And when he was in prison, we had already built the bowl.
Okay.
And he made both of us leather bowling bags.
While in prison?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was still a nice guy.
Still a decent guy somewhere inside. Yeah. Decent guy on the inside. Yeah. Made a bad choice. One bad choice doesn't, know.
Yeah.
Couple mistakes in life don't rule our whole life, Well, that's quite the story. Okay, so you go through, and then 5 years later, you have your second child, another daughter, Renee. Now, did you already, at what point, there's a lot of curiosity, again, especially from the grandkids, so much curiosity about how the decision was made and developed and the idea, and the idea of the bowling center at what point did you guys start talking about that? Was that all Morris's idea, or, walk us through that if you can.
It was
this a
pretty
big
much
dream?
His idea. He wanted to get into a business that was cash.
He wanted out of farming, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, like...
And he didn't want... He wanted... Well, like it is. It's what we have now. It's people pick... It isn't big bills they have. They pay cash.
Right.
He wanted something that was mostly cash.
So he...
And there was 8 or 9 lanes downtown.
Oh, there was already there was another bowling area downtown in Minot. Okay.
It was...
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
It was just 8 or 9, I can't remember, and not a very nice place.
Sure.
So
it was kind of run down.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you recall, was that on Main Street, or what area of downtown was that?
I couldn't tell you right now.
Okay.
Anyway, he started with just 9, I think. And Everybody told him he was crazy. Nobody drive clear up to North Hill to bowl.
All the way up to North Hill to Bull. Holy smokes. You know, it tells you what a different time it is. That's hilarious. But I wanna slow it down and go through it just a couple of steps here, Nana. So while farming, he would kind of Morris would talk to you and say, I want a different business. I want to invest in something. I want something more than farming for our kids and for our future.
Yeah.
This was something he thought about for a long time.
Yeah.
And eventually he settled on the idea of a bowling center.
Yeah.
And that was going to require, of course, an investment. So you had to sell the farm, or how did you afford to build it? And, walk us through that then.
All that houses back there,
Right.
we developed those.
Okay. No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. We went into the realty business for a while.
So he took some of that land and maybe even saw that North Hill was going to be growing a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So Morris had vision.
Yeah.
Seriously, he had vision, he had ideas, and he had a will to put them into action.
And when I tell you that they told him he was crazy, nobody looked. The first night we opened the bowl, we had a waiting line till 2 a.m.
Whoa.
So who was laughing?
Well, sometimes you do something just to prove them wrong. That people doubting you can oftentimes be motivating. I mean, it's better to have people supporting you, right? And I imagine that did he have business partners who went in with him, or was this just all Morris?
At first, he had his uncle kind of stayed in with him.
Okay.
Then Morris bought him out.
Now, do you recall what year was it finished and built then?
Well, let's see. Renee was probably about 5 or so, because one time I couldn't find her, and I was looking all over, and I found her, and I said, "Where were you?" She said, "I went to Daddy's house." That was the bowl.
Okay.
Because
Okay, here you go. I did a quick Google.
Yeah.
So North Hill Bowl opened on November 3rd, 1957. And this is Google here. Google's got you guys. It's got your information here, Nana. Pretty cool. So it says, according to this, of course, you guys previously owned a dairy farm on the land, and you converted the property after 7 years. North Hill Bowl began as a 16-lane center with a restaurant. In 1959, they added 8 lanes, and in 1962, they added an additional 8 lanes along with a pool room. Boy, I tell you what, sounds like things were going pretty good at the bowling center.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And to think, as you said, so many people told them who's going to go up to North Hill to bowl? Are you crazy?
Yeah.